and no pun on ride. It's been great. The only person who wasn't riding alpine was Tom Vickery, and we all thought he was a bit strange. Nobody likes the bumps in the ice except level 3 examiners.
Welcome to Meet the Staffs, PSIA and ASI Eastern Division. I got to catch up with Mr. Griz Caudle this week. And yep, that's right, it's a children's specialist week. Catching up with Griz, he's been doing this for a long time. So he's got some names, some stories, and a bunch of funniness. So please sit back and enjoy. Let's meet Griz.
All right, Griz, quick sell. Who are you?
Griz Caudle. Old guy, just had a birthday, 73 years old.
Oh, nice. When's your birthday?
Day before Christmas.
Oh, nice. Mine was yesterday.
Well, happy birthday. Look at that.
Thank you, sir.
Good things in that Capricorn realm there, huh?
Yes.
That works. I mean, I can go on and tell you who I am and what I've been, because I've been around a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, give me that part.
Been teaching since 1968. High school biology, and then I did some graduate work and did some work with autistic kids. And then I did a lot of work at college, and I taught at the university level for many years. In education, teaching teachers how to be better teachers, understanding pedagogy. Retired from full-time work, but still write curriculum for several different universities. And of course, I work with PSIA and Aussie E. And enjoy that immensely. Best job I've ever had.
Nice. Which resort are you riding out of?
I'm riding out of Gore full-time. If being retired and going there only a couple of days a week is full-time. And then I'm also a staff trainer at Mount Snow and Holiday Valley. So I spend about 10 days a year at each of those places, a little bit more at Mount Snow. And then of course, I ride around wherever they send me to do children's events.
Nice. Not too
It
shabby.
is. It's a good deal. I wish I would have done this when I was 20. I wouldn't hurt so much at the end of the day, you know.
I don't know. I still hurt at the end of the day.
Well, wait till you're my age, my friend.
How long have you been on the children's ed staff?
About 21, I think 21 years, 21 or 22 years.
Whoa. I didn't realize the children's ed staff has been going on for so long.
The first tryout, I believe, was 1998, and 1997, and I made the tryout the next year. The first year I tried out, I was the cut line because they didn't know what to do with snowboarders. They had no idea how were snowboarders going to fit into this realm. And then the next year that I tried out, the immediate next year, we'd worked some things out. I had been doing a lot of volunteering with the we called it Children's Symposium back then. And we figured out where we could put these pieces together. And then snowboarding was getting into its own realm, and kids were taking more lessons. Parents were putting kids in snowboard lessons. So it became much more imperative to have a person who understood how to coach kids at that point. So then that was it.
All right, nice. Were you teaching before 97 or?
I did. I started out, interesting story. It's a long story, but married late and had children late. And when I was about 40, I think 42 or 43 years old, my 5-year-old son said, Daddy, can we go skiing with my cousins? And I said, sure. And I went to an area and paid big bucks to rent him skis, rent me skis, buy lift passes, buy lunch, put him in a lesson, et cetera, et cetera. Couldn't afford that on a professor's salary. So I went back the next week and said, hey, how can I become an instructor? They found out who I was. One of the guys there was a former student. He said, we'll take you. You could teach us how to teach. We'll teach you how to ski. And it went literally downhill from there.
Nice.
I did pick up snowboarding in probably 1996, and then went maybe 95, and then started to go through that. So I think I've been a member of PSIA and Aussie since probably 1990.
All right.
My pins are not Aussie pins. All my pins are PSIA with a little snowboard on the bottom.
Oh, you got the cool snowboard ones?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, they are. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. What resort was that you started at?
That was Swain in Western New York. It was near the university I taught at Geneseo, just
Okay.
kind of southeast of Buffalo, southwest of Rochester.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, what's? Oh, I was thinking of Laban song.
That's going to be a
That's
lot more east. That's south of Syracuse.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Swain is out by Buffalo. Gotcha. So you said you got started at Swain, you got Mount Snow, you got Gore, you got Holiday Valley. Anywhere else that you were on staff?
Well, of course, being at Gore, there's the ORDA Foundation, the Olympic Regional Development. So I'm also doing training at Whiteface and Bel Air.
Oh, cool.
So because of the three mountains that they have a part of ORDA. I did work at Stratton for a while as a trainer and I did lessons, and same thing at Okemo, Sunapee, New Hampshire. Been around,
Nice.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been a wonderful, wonderful ride. It's been, and no pun on ride. It's been great.
So you skied and you snowboard. Do you telly too? I don't know.
I can, but nobody's going to ask me to give them the lesson.
Gotcha. Nordic too, or just because I know you're up there in Saranac?
Well, yeah, of course. I've been cross-country skiing my whole life, probably longer than I've been actually downhill skiing. Because where we live here, but this is retirement home. I was, of course, down in Rochester, New York area. And so I did a lot of Nordic, yeah.
All right. Are you from the Rochester area?
I am. And an interesting tidbit to this whole thing is that one of the Nordic examiners was Randy French. And he was one of my students when I was a student teacher, when he was in 5th grade. So to kind of put this whole thing in perspective, he's now almost 61 years old, and he was in my first class when I was a student teacher.
Wow. Teaching
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. But I'm still upright,
That's good. Yeah. So you've been in for so long. Who is somebody you looked up to as you've been working through?
Well, of course, Gordon Robbins back in the day. Tom Vickery, Tommy did a couple of my first exams. Lowell Hart, who was an Eastern member, he was a very cerebral kind of guy. So he and I kind of hit it off pretty well. He also rode Alpine. Back in the day, we all rode Alpine. The only person who wasn't riding Alpine was Tom Vickery, and we all thought he was a bit strange until he started throwing things all over. We go like, oh my God, look what this guy can do that we can't do. I mean, so it was great. So and then of course some of the Rob Revere, been knowing Rob quite a while.
Nice.
Of course, and then you young guys, when you come up and start kicking my butt when I'm doing clinics trying to teach you something, and you go, hey Griz, there's a lot of powder in those trees. Let's go there.
That was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun. Yuri, and I kind of set the pace.
What's your favorite event to run? Is it a CS event or is it
CS1s and CS2s primarily, and then anytime I've been doing a lot of webinars, and I wrote a total play series, which is a 5-part webinar where people can get their 6 educational credits for 1 year, and then we do another time on snow, and they get their 2-year update. So
okay.
I enjoy that because I enjoy teaching and writing and stuff, and then people bring me in for early season training, do a lot of indoor stuff, and then take it out on the hill. I'm going to be doing that this week in Western New York. But with this COVID thing, everything's different.
Yep.
So things can change in the blink of an eye. They cancel it because things aren't really copacetic. So I have to be ready.
Yeah. Were you doing Zoom-ish or virtual stuff before this?
Been doing Zoom. Did a Zoom with Waterville Valley Adaptive staff because a lot of my training, formal education training, was with special education and developmental psych, and then the one I've done a lot of go-to webinar. Done a lot of those, ton of those.
Gotcha. All right. So you said biology and some special education. What other subjects have you taught?
Well, Vietnam came along after I got my master's in biology, and I said, nah, I don't want to go to Southeast Asia. So I ended up getting a deferment for conscientious objector status. The place that I worked sent me to the University of Rochester and paid for a master's in psychology. And it just kind of went on from there, kind of mushroomed from there, and went all the way through the whole degree program. And so developmental psych is my terminal degree.
All right. So you keep talking about how you're gearing up to start hitting the road. What's your road trip snack?
Oh, my road trip snack is going to be a cup of Starbucks coffee and a cheese Danish.
Oh,
Okay.
where's the closest Starbucks?
To me,
Yeah.
Lake Placid, but I never go that direction. I'm always going so I have to get all the way to Albany or Syracuse or someplace. Yeah, it's a long ways from where I live to a Starbucks.
All right. I was like,
So usually I get the coffee at my house and I take off and I get the Danish on the road.
nice. What's the longest road trip?
You mean the road trip from hell?
Go on.
Is there a 5-second pause delay in here so you can take out those words? One time I did a trip to someplace in Beckley, West Virginia. I can't think of it. Something place, Winter Place. And it took me 2 days to get there. And on the way, I stopped at a couple of places and just snowboarded and skied. And then that was a Thursday, Friday. And on Saturday, I had to be back in Montage, which is in Scranton. So that was a long drive back. I carpooled with Jess Stith from, I think he's at Liberty. And then the next Monday, Tuesday, I had to be at Whiteface. So I did, so that was just like, it was tough. My wife said when I got back, "You are never doing that again." And the next year they sent me to Seven Springs. Wow. I mean, Seven Springs is in the other side of the world.
Yeah, Pennsylvania's pretty big.
It is. It's very rural too. Yeah. Yeah. So that was so there are long trips, they've even put me on a plane and flown me, but those are easy because you just drive from the airport to the mountain. It's pretty quick.
Have you done a southern tour?
Yeah, that was the flight. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But I prefer not to do that because I don't like flying.
Oh,
And
okay.
actually, I should quantify that. I don't mind flying. I don't like crashing.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody does.
No.
But it overwhelms me when I'm in the plane.
So, what's your go-to ski?
I have a pair of Head Monsters. Love them. I'll be on them tomorrow for the first time. I haven't skied or ridden yet this year. I'm heading to Gore in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Should be pretty good. I think they got some of that
It's-
lake effect.
Yeah, well, that we don't get too much lake effect at Gore. That's going to be west of there over the Tug Hill Plateau. But it's been cold enough. It's only 5 degrees outside right now, so they're pumping a lot of snow.
Yeah. Favorite board to ride?
Jigsaw.
Ooh.
I've been riding the serrated edge, the Lip Tech technology on a rosin board for the last half dozen years anyway. And I like the contact. Remember, I'm old. When I'm on an edge, I want to know I'm on an edge, and I want to be on an edge. 5 points of contact to me makes good sense. And I was riding a 1 mag, but it was a little bit stiff. And I talked to Brian Donovan, and he said, "Hey, listen, try this." And I tried a jib, and I tell you, I love it. It's got enough pop. And when I'm going to go out and cruise and ride groomers or something, I'll move it up to the Jigsaw heavy duty. But I love it. I love the rocker pattern on it. I love the rebound, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Did you have the Jigsaw with the chainsaw on the bottom?
I don't know. I don't look at the bottom of the board.
What? It was like a white and
I
a
don't
pink.
know. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I don't have that one. No.
All right. It's pretty funny graphic. That's the first time I ever saw a Jigsaw. I was like,
Oh yeah.
this
With
thing's
chainsaw.
cool.
Yeah. It's like the old Burton Love boards. Remember those?
Yes, which iteration?
Yeah.
Ready for the most important questions?
Oh, I don't know. What are the most important
Most
questions?
important questions. Camber or reverse?
Reverse.
Oh, multi-camber or flat?
I've ridden both, and it depends on what's going on and where I am. I kind of like the flat camber, the regular camber,
Mhm.
you know. But I don't know. Depends. Like if it's a groomer's day, I could ride anything. If it's a day that's going to require my legs to have to work a little bit, I want something's going to, help me.
All right. Is that same both ski and snowboard for camber
No,
or reverse?
ski pretty much. I'm staying with the rocker on the monster.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Um, and I go
Bumps?
slow. I don't go fast.
If you go fast, you miss all the great jumps.
I know.
Bumps or groomers?
Wow. It depends. Again, that's going to be another depends, because if it's a powder day, I love the bumps. If it's ice, nobody likes the bumps in the ice except level 3 examiners. Here, do this. What are you kidding me? You can't even do this. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Here, ride switch in these icy bumps. Oh, don't mind those towers in the way. So I mean, I love the bumps. I love to ride the bumps because I love the trees. I know one of the questions I looked at earlier was trees is going to be my first choice. I love the trees. Again, in right conditions.
Mhm.
But I like groomers because it allows me to do some of my one and only tricks. Like I can do a cab 3. And for an old guy, that's not bad. I don't always land it, but boy, I tell you what, I want to make sure I do, because there's the last thing I want to do is catch that heel edge on the downside. Boom.
Yeah.
It wakes you up. Or
Mhm.
it wakes you up. Me, it knocks me out.
Let's see. So you took one there. Woods or park? The answer is
What's that?
woods or park.
Woods. I'm not a park guy. Park is friendly to those who like speed, because if you don't have speed, you shouldn't be hitting a hit. And I don't like speed. I get to that point where it's kind of like flying. It's the crashing thing. It overwhelms me. I'm going, I need a lot of speed to make that hit. And I'm going, I don't. And then you can't do it. You get hurt. So I go in the park and I can do it. I could do some rails. I could do some box. I like boxes. Of course, I started out riding when the rails were just round rails about this big around.
Mhm.
So I like that. I don't do an awful lot of tricks. I don't want to fall and get hurt. It takes too long to repair a body this age.
I agree there. Got to go to work the next day.
Yeah, not me, but somebody does. I'm retired.
All right. Pie or cake?
Pie.
What kind of pie?
Can we call it? Cheesecake is to me is kind of like a pie, but
Yeah.
probably raspberry tarts are my favorite pie.
Oh, nice. Waffle or pancake?
Waffle.
Nice. Anything on or in the waffle?
What's that?
Anything on or in the waffle?
Well, syrup, of course, and any kind of fruit you want to put on top of it. Keep the mushrooms out. I don't think people should eat mushrooms. People should not eat fungus, but they do. So be it.
Cookies or a brownie?
Brownie
Nice.
with ice cream.
Ooh, nice
Okay.
and warm.
Yeah, yeah. And chocolate sauce. I mean, let's do it, for crying out loud. None of us are going to live forever, but if we don't eat brownies, it's going to seem like forever.
That is true. What kind of cake you have the other day?
Well, my wife always makes me a cheesecake for my birthday, so
Nice.
that's good. So that's a good thing.
Jumping back in out of the silly questions I have there. Where's your favorite place to go ride when you got a day for Griz?
East or anywhere? I guess
Both.
let's stay east, because I mean, I've ridden significantly more in east, and again, that depends on what I want to do. I love Gore. I think Gore has some of the best terrain. It's Not a lot of people know about it. It's kind of a hidden treasure. So I mean, my home Mountain Gore would be a place. I like Mount Snow for its cruisers. I like Stratton, Killington. Although Killington on a board to me now is tough because of the traversing all over the place. To get from point A to point B, I got to traverse. I'm going like, oh my God, this is crazy. Why am I still traversing? And again, we go back to I don't like speed. You get onto a traverse and you don't carry enough speed. You're kind of stuck in the middle of the traverse. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it could be. So yeah, a bunch of places. I love Holiday Valley. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Not yet.
Holiday Valley does more with 700-foot vertical than any place in the country. It's amazing. It's a Deer Valley of the East. It's a great place. You really need to set up an event and go there.
Yeah, I was supposed to go last year, but I got sick. I had to call out. Let's see. So when you're at the resort, like Gore, for instance, are you usually staff training or are you out teaching?
A little bit of, I should say a little bit of teaching and a lot of staff training. Tomorrow I'll be doing a lot of staff training with newbie instructors, teaching them games and things like that and how to do in team building because they haven't worked together. So the idea of collaboration with one another and becoming part of a ski school, it's important. So if I get lessons, I can, like I said, I could teach the skiing or I can teach the boarding. Boarding, I could teach any level. Skiing, I try to keep it where I'm not on the super steeps.
All right. Are you more comfortable on a board versus skis or?
I think, sure. Yes. Yeah.
So like tomorrow, for instance, you'll be mixed group?
I'll probably be on skis. I think they told me I've got a bunch of young people that are coming in, college students that are home on the Christmas break, or maybe they're home, who knows, when they go back to school. That are new instructors, new to the sport of instructing.
Right.
And they'll be probably skiers. But if there's a boarder or two in there, I love mixed lessons. I think it's wonderful because you make the combinations of what works. What works for you, what works for us, what works together. How does it mesh? You're still making movements to make the board go on edge, and you're making movements to make the ski go on edge. What are the differences and similarities in the movements?
So how do you get a mixed group to mesh or gel?
One of my go-to things is if I'm on a board. I haven't tried it on skis yet, but if I'm on a board, I will take a skier and I'll say, let's see if there's similarities and differences. And I'll put part of the group on above us and part of the group below us. And I'll take somebody, I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, usually I try to make it a girl, but I'll say, we're going to dance. And they have to give their poles to somebody. And we actually stand in a waltz dance and we go down the hill making turns. The woman on skis, myself on a board. And people are able to look at the two pieces of equipment and actually see what's happening. We do it fairly slow. And at the end, we always finish with a spin, a 360 spin. So, kind of like duck under the arm and do the old spin. So, and that kind of brings people in too, like, wow, we are all sliding on snow.
You were just talking about people's, was it people skills or team building? Yeah, go-to team building.
The go-to team building thing? Well, if we're indoors, I'll use anything. We'll use hula hoops, we'll use word games, we'll use cards. I do that with a course that I still teach at the college level to get people integrated into a setting in college, to be able to work together and collaborate. Because I think what's missing in the world today is the ability to collaborate, because people think, hey, I can do it myself. No, you can't. There's a reason that people coexist with one another, and it's to collaborate and take each other's ideas and put them together for the better good. So anything that's going to make people work together and depend on another person's strengths and take over your weaknesses and vice versa, so that you accomplish a goal and everybody achieves success, based on that. And some people say, hey, I didn't think I could do that. Other people say, wow, that was great. I didn't think I could, help that person accomplish that part of the goal. So,
All right, cool. Definitely stealing
yeah.
a few of those ideas.
Hey, steal them, man. I'll send you a bill. Oh, that's
All
not
right.
stealing.
That's just trading. So when you're packing your car, do you have like a whole bunch of indoor stuff you're packing in for the just in case?
Yes, a lot of times, but like tomorrow I will. But
Mhm.
see, we're not going to be able to do anything indoors.
Yeah.
So the hula hoop things I can do outdoors. I can still do that. Some of the card things that I do, what I'll do is make sure I get your email and I'll send you a thing.
If you were going on a trip anywhere, where would it be?
Am I taking my wife with me?
Um,
Austria.
nice.
She's a retired ballerina with the Stuttgart Ballet. So she spent her misspent youth was when I was chasing women at different universities. She was doing ballet throughout the world, and she's always wanted to take me there. So
Oh wow. Which
Austria.
so which part of Austria is that?
Well, she was in Stuttgart, Germany, which is kind of really close to the border. Just south of the Black Forest, I think.
So like near the
Some of the
Zugspitze?
ski areas. Yeah, they're in the mountains.
Yep. Yeah, for the yeah, my Austrian knowledge is limited. I've been to the family in Frankfurt, so we went down and saw the part where the Sound of Music was filmed.
Yeah, it's going to be down near there. That's where Stuttgart is all mountains.
Oh,
Just
sweet.
sits in a valley. Yeah.
Hmm.
I told her if you're going to take me, you better do it soon because we're getting a little long in the tooth here.
Ah.
People don't go to Austria to go skiing when they're 85.
Hey, you never know. You start the new
I mean, I
trend.
guess you can. For sure. I've been starting new trends for a long time.
What are some of your preseason musts?
Making sure I wake up on the right side of the grass. Um, I do a lot of hiking, a lot of in the summertime, a lot of canoeing to stay in shape. So cross training, not as much as I'd like to. Somebody asked me the other day, what is your favorite sport? And everybody thought I was going to come up with skiing or snowboarding, and I said squash. So I love the game of squash. I played competitively for a long time. So I used to use that as a cross training thing. Now it's hiking and walking. I walk every morning. So that's a must. You got to keep your body moving.
Are you a 46er?
And some of them I've climbed 46 times, but I've not climbed all 46. Some of them are not worth climbing once. Some of them are worth climbing over 100 times if you want. So,
All right. I think I've just done 2. That's about it.
yeah. What'd you do? Cascade and Porter? They're kind of right next to each other.
Giant to
Giants right off the road there. Yeah.
Rocky Peak Ridge to Giant.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I did that
Got a
one.
lot of rock climbing in there too. A lot of rock climbing in the Keene Valley area.
That was the best wild blueberries I had. We went late July, early August.
Yeah.
And in between
Blueberry
the pools.
cobbles right up there on the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best part.
Yeah. Put those on my waffles.
Oh, nice. Kind of one of your, I'll just ask it and then I'll feather it in as we go. Well, yeah, what certifications do you have?
Alpine,
Mhm.
snowboard, and then ace team. I made the ace team as a level 2 when they used to allow level 2s to make it. They don't anymore. And I was the only level 2 to ever make ace team, which I'm proud of that simple fact right there. I mean, I don't think I ride as well as I did when I was 50. And that's when I made the ace team. I think I was 51 or 52 when I made the ace team. I think how old I am now. But I mean, if somebody said, hey, you got to do a level 3 exam right now, I'd go, I'll watch. Some of the things, the tasks I can do, the teaching I can do, the pro knowledge I can do, but you throw me in a pipe or you throw me in a park and say, try this or do that or follow this. I go, oh, I don't think so. And I have no problem saying I don't think so.
Hey, that's good. Half the battle.
Right.
So you got anything else kind of canoeing stuff or coaching?
Oh, well,
certifications?
I'm a ACA certified to teach canoeing, both freestyle and tripping. I've been a paid guide in the Adirondacks for over 30 years. And I used to do lead rock climbing adventures, but gotten again, a little arthritis in my fingers and my knees and stuff doesn't allow me to lead big steep pitches anymore. So I don't do that. I just kind of backed off of that.
Oh man, you've done a little bit of everything. I didn't know that.
Hey, it's good stuff. I mean, stay alive. That's why we retired here. The rest of my family is playing golf in South Carolina. We went north so we could enjoy 4 seasons.
Nice. That's good. Is your wife's family up around there too, or no?
No, the wife's family is from New York City.
Okay.
So those that are still alive are from New York City. And well, actually, some of the kids and nieces and nephews are down in Westchester County. So, yeah, no, we're the only ones up here. My family's still in Geneseo area.
You got any ski or snowboard movies you watch to get you ready?
I noticed that one of the questions was that I was looking through it when you said, I'm going to ask you, what is my go-to early season movie to watch to get me stoked? And if I tell you, you're just going to laugh hysterically, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's A Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. You probably don't even know it, but I consider that if I'm still doing this at my age, it's a wonderful life. I used to love the Warren Miller films back in the day. I don't like them so much anymore because the younger people do, but it's less than 1/10 of 1% of the people in the world who can even think about throwing and hucking themselves off these mountains and doing what those movies are. I used to like the old Warren Millers where people would go up the lift and fall off and keep spinning around, couldn't stand up, because that's really what skiing is when people start.
Yeah.
It's but it's all adrenaline now. It's like the computers, right? We get angry because we can't get our computer booted up in 15 seconds. I did a doctoral dissertation on a stinking typewriter. There was no computer. 185 pages on the typewriter.
Whoa.
So it's all a matter of perspective as to where you are.
I think we covered a pretty big range, Griz.
Hey, this has been a good conversation. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
This has
Me too.
been fun. So yeah, I'll lend a hand wherever they need me. Of course, we have a new coach on the Ace team, Bonnie Kobler, which is really cool because we got a snowboarder. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So not that I don't like skiers, I do, and I'm sure there's hopefully going to be some skiers that watch this interview. So 2 plankers, you're okay. You're cool.
Yeah, I try and put it all together, and then I kind of just put it out on the Facebook world, and then some of the people in the office will share it around too.
Okay, so that's Lily.
Lily.
That's my girl. We kind of look alike.
Yeah, I think we started the conversation and I was talking to you, and then I see a head move over off your shoulder. I was like,
yeah, she decided to jump over on the chair.
nice.
So I don't know how much you could see behind me and stuff. So
I got a little bit of the picture, and then kind of just like the corner.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, that's the one of the mountains you climbed. That's a view off a cascade looking toward Giant.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Nice. All right, Griz. Well, I'll let you go so you can.
Hey, thank you. This has been a lot of fun. Give me where you are again. Not Stratton.
Sugar Bush.
Oh, Sugar Bush. Okay. That's the closest one to me because I just come over the bridge at Crown Point to take Route 17 up and over. Boom.
Yep. Yeah. Up over the gap.
Yeah.
There, and then I do nights at Bolton. And I usually
over there with Mickey Stone.
Yes, but not this year. Mickey's not here this year.
Where's Mickey? Where'd he go?
I do not know. I've talked to him a little bit, but we didn't get that far in our conversation where he went. I don't know if you ever met Jen Sass.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She was out of Mohawk or Southington for a while.
You just mentioned my name to Jen Sass, and also Jules just laugh. Of course, if you mention my name to anybody, most of them just laugh. Yeah, I've known Jen quite a while. She's good. Is she the ski school director there now?
She is. Yep.
At Bolton? My
Yes.
grandson lives in St. Albans, Vermont, and I told him we're gonna go to Bolton sometime, so
Oh, nice.
we'll
Yeah,
have, we'll have to come down when you're there,
yeah.
you know?
15 minutes from the door, so pretty easy to
Nice.
get there.
Where are you? Are you in Richmond?
Waterbury.
Oh, Waterbury, okay. Yeah, you're down there by, what's his name? There's another guy that, God, what's his name? Works for Burton.
Catna.
No, Sean. Yeah, there's another guy that goes way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, what a writer.
Mhm.
That guy. Talking about hucking yourself. No respect for humanity and your own humanity, I guess. At least he used to when he was younger, a lot younger. But, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen him hit anything big yet. We'll see.
Oh, okay. Well, he's older now. So when I'm talking, I've been riding now, I guess 25 years, maybe a little more.
Mhm.
So I was late 40s, almost 50. And so you go back 25 years with those guys, they were in their early 20s and late teens.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, how old are you now?
I'm 29.
I got shoes older than you, and all of my kids are older than you. Wish I was 29 again, my friend. But it's been great. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing it on Facebook.